Hi guys, Andy P here with another video. If you like my videos, please like, subscribe, click the bell icon, all that malarkey. Right, that's out of the way. Don't usually do this. I usually try and release a video once a month because I don't want to get bogged down in too much content. I could put more into a month of stuff that's happened to me than I can if I'm doing one every other day or every week. And plus, you don't want to look at my ugly mug so many days a week. So yeah, but thought I'd just share some thoughts on joining the CX at this moment in time. Is it worth it? And obviously where we're all at with fuel prices, cost of living going up, and what we probably need to look at doing. So first of all, anyone that's looking at joining the industry at the moment, do I think it's a good time to join the industry? I don't think it is. I really don't think it is. Don't get me wrong, I would never want to put anyone off from doing it, because since I've changed, my lifestyle has changed. I enjoy doing the job, getting about. I'm in the middle of Wales at the moment. I've seen some beautiful, beautiful countryside, little streams, little hills and valleys and all sorts of stuff. And with the sun shining today and spring obviously on its way, you know what, it feels good. I've not done this job through summer yet, so I'm looking forward to getting out of the wind and the rain and driving in terrible conditions, and enjoying a bit of sunshine and getting a bit of heat on me. I might even get a bit of a tan on my arms today. The sun's been burning that much. Anyway, that's enough of me. I don't think at the moment it's worth joining. If I was setting up now, I'd look at it and go, I'm not going to be able to afford that, purely because of fuel. Purely because of fuel. If you want to do, and I've never ever done multi-drop, I think if you're wanting to get into the industry, I think probably the thing to do is multi-drop. Work for a company, build up, what you do and getting used to it and seeing if it's for you. But I think that's probably better, because you're going to use less fuel doing it and you'll get a wage at the end of it. I think that's probably the way to go. I honestly would not join at this moment in time. Like I said, it's my opinion. It is absolutely my opinion. The work at the moment on the CX is, and it's been tough all year, tougher than it was last year. And if I go back, I started in October, and I started in mid-October. So October was okay, and then November, I had a really good month. November was my best month that I've had since doing this job. And then, because obviously it's the time of year, obviously there's a lot going on. We're coming out of COVID a little bit, so the month was really good. And then December, I dipped down. Now, I only dipped down purely because of one thing, and that is because I didn't work. For part of the month, I didn't work because it was Christmas. There was no work towards the end of the month. So November was my best month. Got into January, got into February, and I've done okay. I've not hit my target both months, which isn't obviously ideal. But I think if you do your research and you look at all the videos that have been put on, it has been really, really difficult recently to just get work. And people have gone about the feed. Is the feed doing okay? Is it giving us enough work? I think in certain places it is. There's plenty of work comes through, where I live. A lot of work. Most of it's small van jobs, but there is plenty of work coming through. Winning the work though can be different. And I've said it before. I stick to my pricing, and I adjust as I need to. But there's certain prices I won't go below, because if I do, there's no point doing it. So My view would be at the moment, the only way that we can keep our profit margins up is we need to up our prices. We need to up our prices. But I don't think we can. And the reason why I say that, if you're working for your own customers, of course you can. They're your customers at the end of the day. They would understand the fuel cost situation, and I'm sure you can negotiate, you know, a different price for them. That's business. They kind of expect that. However, on the CX, we are working for the shippers, and we are working for the shippers' customers. So obviously the customers are going to the shipper and saying, I need this moving from A to B. If they've not got any drivers available, because they've all got their own fleets, that's when they put it on the CX, and we work for the shipper. Now, if I up my price, and say for example there's 10 guys watching this video right now, and then you 10 guys put your price in, and you've not upped your price, there's no way I'm going to win work. So the only way it could work is that if we all put our price up. Now at this moment in time, we're putting, well, over the last few months, I think we'd all agree we've been putting good prices on jobs and still not getting it. And the general feeling out there is that there's people that must be going super cheap to do the work. And all I'd say to them guys is that it's okay having the money in your bank account, but when it comes to paying bills and paying the stuff that you need to keep your business going, can you afford it? And what's brought me probably to do this video more than anything is that my van went in last week for a service, and it was ready for service anyway. I mean, funnily enough, it went for service last Wednesday, so that would have been the 9th. It had its service, and I picked it up on the following day on the Tuesday morning because we were waiting for a part overnight. And funnily enough, I went and did a job, and literally 15 minutes into that job, a little light came up saying service due. I mean, what's the chances of that? Anyway, service has been done, but I also needed some other work doing. One of the main reasons I put it in is because I was getting a scraping on my brakes, and it was just getting worse and worse and worse. But it sounded like it was coming from the back more than the front. So obviously that needed sorted out while it went in. So van goes in to my garage that I always use, rely on, trust. He's been brilliant with me through the past. We'll always look after you, you know, we'll always find the cheapest way for you to get stuff done. Always advise you before, look at different ways of making it cheaper for you. Absolute great guy. And my service, with the work I got done, was £818. £818. Now, it's paid, I've got the money for it, that's not a problem, but it's a cost. I've got my van costs, I've got my fuel costs, I've got my insurance costs, I've got to pay me, I've got my taxes to sort out. There's all these different things that you've got to have money for. And if you're putting your van in and you're paying £800, you know, you've got to earn the money. You've got to earn the money. And just to clarify, I had full service. I had brake pads front and rear. I had a new caliper put on because that is what it actually was, the scraping sound. It had got froze on, and I had to have 2 new discs on the back. On top of that, track rod end was on its way out, so that needed doing. And I had 2 new tyres. So I had quite a bit of work done on the van. But it's all stuff that needed doing. This is my machine. This is my money earning portal. I don't know. This, you know, if your van is your absolute life, without your van, you can't do anything. So you've got to look after your van. You know, you've got to look after your van. But Yeah, I wanted to share it because it's all right people going underbidding other people and getting work, and I said before, you know, that's what we're all doing. We're all competing against each other, and it's good and it's healthy. But can we put our prices up? Can we not afford to put our prices up? I don't know. What is the answer? What is the answer? I think with most things, it needs a collective. It needs a collective to come along and go, right, we'll all agree to put our price up. If we do that, then we'll still stay healthy competition-wise, but as well, we'll also be able to make profit and make money. A lot of people say, you know, you'll never be rich doing this. You can earn some good money, but running on the CX, you know, you've got to get the work. And I stress to you guys out there, what we're going to do. What are we going to do? Do we put prices up? Do we not? My general thought would be is if we put prices up, we're going to struggle getting work. I don't know. My last video I put on, I did say about just grabbing the days when you can. I said to you guys that, you know what, you have good days and you have bad days, and the good days you've really got to embrace them, and you've got to make them pay, because you never know when your next bad day is going to come up. It's probably the same with this. You know, let's embrace what we're doing. Let's embrace keeping each other working. Let's not be doing each other over, because I don't know, sometimes there's certain jobs that you've put bids on and you're like, I should get that, I should be okay with that, it's a good price, it's a good profit margin for me, it's decent for the customer, it seems fair, it seems okay, and then you don't get it. And you're like, how can I not get it? I'm sure Big B had put a video on the other day, and he was going on about bidding, I think out of London, and he was putting, like, you know, I mean, silly prices on to get home. I still weren't getting them. You're like, what is going on? So I'll round it up and I'll leave you be. CX at the moment, if you're starting out now, is it worth doing it? My answer would be no. I would strongly recommend that you don't go into it now. If you're gonna go do it, go down the multi-drop route, because at the moment on the CX, bidding for work, hot and cold days, and again, with the cost of fuel, the cost of running your van, insuring your van, obviously we've got clear air zones on the horizon, all that coming up as well. It's tight. Things are tight, and I'm sure most of you guys that have watched these videos a few times agree. It feels tight at the moment. Multi-drop, I think. I'm sure there's people. I mean, Herms. I mean, Big Bearded suggested not going for Herms because of how they are with people. But Herms, Amazon, DPD, any of them companies that are after drivers at the moment, Multidrop, there seems to be work for that side. That might be the way to go. I don't know. I'm not trying to put you off. I'm just giving my honest opinion of if I was thinking of doing it at the moment. It feels like the wrong time. It feels like a difficult business to get into now, to make it work. And don't forget, I'm in my first year. I always say businesses first couple of years are the toughest years. You know, I've had to pay for my van, I've had to pay for my insurance, I've had to pay for service, with fuel prices on top of that. I'm trying to obviously make money for myself to keep me and my family running. It's tough. It's tough. There's work, but yeah, it's just hard work. Fuel prices. Do we increase prices? Do we put our cost up? I don't see how we can. I think it'd be very, very difficult. I feel like with how things have been getting jobs at the moment, If I put my prices up anymore, I feel, excuse me, I will struggle to get work. And if I can't get work and I'm sat at home, then there's just no point, is there? There's no point. That's where we're at. Let's hope it improves soon. That's it. I thought I'd just give you a little insight to how things are at the moment. I thought I'd give you a little insight on, you know, the future as well. Let's hope that, you know, I think the feed is getting better. I think winning work is still a little bit difficult, but hopefully things are going to turn around soon. And I can't see the prices of fuel going down. If it's going to go the other way, if anything, I think we're going to be on £2 a litre soon. It's going up at an alarming rate. But yeah, listen, do what you need to do, guys. You know your business, you know what you can do and what you can't do. My circumstances where I am might be a little bit different to where you guys are. You know, you might be getting work like that. You might be able to put your prices up and still win work. Who knows? You guys know your business. But I think we need to put prices up. Not too sure if we can. That's where I think we're at. Anyway, stay safe, guys. Enjoy the sunshine while it's here, and speak to you again soon. Bye.